A Course in Miracles. Lesson 61. I am the light of the world. Who is the light of the world except God's Son? This, then, is merely a statement of the truth about yourself. It is the opposite of a statement of pride, of arrogance, or of self-deception. It does not describe the self-concept you have made. It does not refer to any of the characteristics with which you have endowed your idols. It refers to you as you were created by God. It simply states the truth. To the ego, today's idea is the epitome of self-glorification. But the ego does not understand humility, mistaking it for self-debasement. Humility consists of accepting your role in salvation and in taking no other. It is not humility to insist you cannot be the light of the world if that is the function God assigned to you. It is only arrogance that would assert this function cannot be for you, and arrogance is always of the ego. True humility requires that you accept today's idea because it is God's voice which tells you it is true. This is a beginning step in accepting your real function on earth. It is a giant stride toward taking your rightful place in salvation. It is a positive assertion of your right to be saved, and an acknowledgement of the power that is given you to save others. You will want to think about this idea as often as possible today. It is the perfect answer to all illusions, and therefore to all temptation. It brings all the images you have made about yourself to the truth, and helps you depart in peace, unburdened and certain of your purpose. As many practice periods as possible should be undertaken today, although each one need not exceed a minute or two. They should begin with telling yourself, I am the light of the world. That is my only function. That is why I am here. Then think about these statements for a short while, preferably with your eyes closed if the situation permits. Let a few related thoughts come to you, and repeat the idea to yourself if your mind wanders away from the central thought. Be sure both to begin and end the day with a practice period. Thus you will awaken with an acknowledgement of the truth about yourself, reinforce it throughout the day, and turn to sleep as you reaffirm your function and your only purpose here. These two practice periods may be longer than the rest if you find them helpful and want to extend them. Today's idea goes far beyond the ego's petty views of what you are and what your purpose is. As a bringer of salvation, this is obviously necessary. This is the first of a number of giant steps we will take in the next few weeks. Try today to begin to build a firm foundation for these advances. You are the light of the world. God has built His plan for the salvation of His Son on you. In a small coastal town, there was a lighthouse that had stood for centuries. It did not boast. It did not advertise. It did not compare itself to the ships it guided. It simply shone. One day the lighthouse began to doubt itself. It listened to the wind whisper that it was arrogant to believe ships needed its light. It listened to the waves mock it, saying it was prideful to think it mattered. So the lighthouse dimmed itself, trying to be humble. And the night grew dangerous. Ships began drifting toward the rocks. Fog swallowed direction. Sailors mistook shadows for shore. And the lighthouse, in its attempt at humility, had confused dimming with virtue. I am the light of the world is not the lighthouse bragging. It is the lighthouse remembering what it was built to do. Pride says, look at me. Arrogance says, I am better than you. Self-deception says, I am something I made up. But light says nothing. Light shines. The self-concept that was made is the graffiti painted on the lighthouse walls. I am unworthy. I am special. I am broken. I am superior. I am my past. None of those inscriptions change the beam. The idols are the decorations hung around the tower. Titles, bodies, achievements, victim stories, spiritual personas, masks that try to replace the function of shining. To the ego, saying, "I am the light of the world," sounds like self-glorification, because the ego only understands comparison. If one shines, another must be dim. If one is chosen, another must be excluded. So the ego hears hierarchy where there is only function. True humility is not shrinking the lighthouse. It is accepting that the architect designed it to shine. Refusing to shine is not modesty. It is denying the blueprint. And denying the blueprint is arrogance disguised as smallness. What are you being saved from? From fog mistaken for reality. From believing you are the ship instead of the light. From navigating by storms of guilt and fear. From the hallucination that darkness has power. The salvation is not rescue from an external sea. It is awakening from the belief that you were ever lost. The images made about yourself are costumes worn in the tower. The overachiever polishing lenses obsessively. The martyr who dims for others. The rebel who turns the beam sideways. The fraud who thinks the light is borrowed. Each image is an attempt to rewrite what cannot be rewritten. When you repeat, "I am the light of the world," you are not inflating an identity. You are removing costumes. You are stepping back into function. You are remembering purpose. What is your purpose? Not to compete with other towers. Not to measure brightness. Not to judge ships. Your purpose is singular. Shine. Why is this the perfect answer to illusion and temptation? Because temptation always asks you to identify as something smaller. The abandoned one. The superior one. The guilty one. The body drifting in danger. The light cannot be tempted by darkness. Darkness is only the absence of remembering. Morning practice is lighting the lamp before the fog rolls in. Evening practice is ensuring the beam never went out. Throughout the day, when doubt whispers, return to the tower. Repeat the truth. Let the beam stabilize. The ego's petty view says your purpose is survival, or accumulation, or reputation, or romantic completion, or spiritual performance. It says you are a ship fighting waves. It never tells you that you are the lighthouse itself. A firm foundation is not built from effort. It is built from remembering function consistently. Each repetition lays another stone. Each acceptance clears another window. God's plan for the salvation of His Son is not dramatic. It is architectural. The plan was to place light where darkness seemed to be. And that light is not somewhere else. It stands exactly where you stand. The lighthouse never needed to earn its beam. It only needed to stop pretending it was a ship. You are not here to navigate storms. You are here to dissolve them. You are the light of the world.